Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You talk about this Lions defense.
Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The Bears at 7-5 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Second down, they go back to Herbert.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
Handoff for Herbert.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Scott. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
For the Bears field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
2
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
14-yard line.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they have to sit down Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Returnable here from the 38. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A toss out right to Gibbs.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the end around, here comes Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st down, right back to Herbert.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, Bridgewater.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Gibbs straight ahead. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. "13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
In motion goes the tight end.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater now.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there. but it winds up incomplete.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen. And they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third and 2. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
93 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Brock Purdy
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mooney, the motion man right.
Delta. Get wide now.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give left side here for Herbert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Bridgewater.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Delta. Get wide now. Fire down.
Bridgewater.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Bridgewater to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. Oh, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Fire down.
This is Herbert.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Bridgewater will try and throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away.
Khalif Raymond now.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
133 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
A good effort there from Gervon Dexter. He drops him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Jameson Williams.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Jameson Williams.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bears. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears. Santos now to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they take a knee.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.